Alright, guys. Should have been asleep by now, but I keep forgetting to do this shit. There's a good chance that many of you already know some of this because I have a tendency to talk to various people. I get them confused. I don't know who I told and who I didn't. And my memory sucks, so yeah. Couple of new updates on live streaming. So, I kind of like Discord as the method for the platform that people will actually be talking at. Um, Again, there's a way to set up like the whole panel and everything just with OBS and then just stream it to YouTube, but that shit's way beyond me. Hell, I've just recently figured out how to even fucking uh, cause it to screen share to fucking Discord or some other place. Um, yeah, so that probably won't be something I'll be learning anytime soon. I also don't have insane amounts of free time. So, because many people don't like Discord, I think that it's, for the most part, a little exaggerated, but I can't say it's completely without merit. Um, it is true that there's certain people who congregate on Discord who aren't very good people. I would make the case that that applies to anywhere, but Discord does have quite a reputation. So I will be keeping the group up mainly just to coordinate live streams, as I've said before, but I will also be periodically doing StreamYard. I've said before I didn't really want to do it, but it's not that damn big of a deal. If Discord is a massive barrier to getting people to show, then that's not a very big thing to ask for. In fact, if it becomes a big enough difference and I see that it's like a massive thing, then I'll just drop Discord altogether. Well, I mean, I'll keep the group, but I'll drop Discord as like an avenue for streaming, is what I mean. Additionally, I may have already said this even in the last video, I don't know, but my plan is to have one-on-ones at first. One, it's kind of slow going. There's a lot of people who are kind of on the fence or just completely averse to the idea for whatever reason, and that's their prerogative. But, what the hell? Where did my brain just left me? I bet some of you are talking to yourself, like trying to help me. Like, you just said this, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Continue. But, jeez, I'm completely, like, sometimes I'll, like, lose it, but have it, like, on the tip of my tongue, so to speak. Now it's just my brain just died completely. What the fuck was I even saying? I'm making it worse by fucking explaining in detail what happened to my brain. And there's a cat licking itself too. Um, Live streams. May have said it before. Um, Jesus. Jesus Christ, whom I don't even worship. If it's that important, I'll think of it again. I'll just continue. Oh, yeah. One-on-ones. I want to start with one-on-ones because it allows people. I've noticed that many people, for whatever reason, either they're busy, they're not available at the exact time, or they're not comfortable coming to live for whatever reason. Um, there's a tendency for people not to really, at first at least, get involved in the live stream. And then several people will watch it afterward as it's a YouTube replay. So that got me thinking. I think several people are just very wary of what could happen. It's like fear of the unknown and horror stories of people in the past that have went to shit, etc. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna have people who I plan on having on. If it's people that want to come on regularly, that's cool. If not, it's still cool because for the purposes that I have in mind, I want people to see that these are just normal people. Chat has a tendency to cause people to become one dimensional or to appear black and white when people are never that way. And certain clicks or disagreements or something can cause a rift that's really unnatural. And what I'm getting at, I believe strongly that regardless of who it is, if you have like conversations with like me and them or them and someone else, it doesn't matter. You'll realize there's really nothing to fear here. They're just fucking people. There's two big groups or two general. You can break things down roughly into two different types of people with their motives. Some people, and a lot of people are kind of a little bit of both, but there's entertainment people, and then there's people who seek knowledge and like to kind of discuss things in that vein. I would say most people kind of fit into a little bit of both, or like there would be a certain percentage on each, and maybe a couple other things that I can't think of, but those are the two big ones in my experience. And as such, there will be like more formal debate type things, and then there will be open-ended like discussions like these one-on-ones will mainly be. I'll kind of have some questions that I'll tend to ask most people, and but it's not going to be highly structured. It's just going to be me having a damn conversation, and it allows you to kind of get to know these people. You Most everyone already knows me. Um, I'm I'm me. Um, some would consider that positive, some would consider that negative, but you don't have anything to fucking fear from me. Some people, however, have a bit of a reputation, and I believe that in almost all cases, that reputation is exaggerated. There's no one in chat that's really just fucking pure evil. And if they truly are, they're not going to be showing up on my fucking shit in the first place. At the same time, I do welcome adversity. It's kind of the point. It's at least on the knowledge aspect of things. Also on the entertainment to a degree, although again I don't do dumpster fires. I'm going into a rambling spree though. So let me try to rein it in here. Um One of the big additions here that I wanted to go over is I've decided that I'm going to give people an option. And this should help a lot of people that are on the fence to kind of push on over to where they're more comfortable. I'm going to give anyone who is on stream the option to, if they truly want to, have the live stream recording taken down afterward. Now, I'm gonna just be straight up honest. I'm very transparent, and if people really, if it really bothers them, I will take it down. But I don't like it for obvious reasons. It kind of defeats the whole damn purpose. So, what I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm gonna do because I know me. I'm going to try to convince you otherwise. That's what I've always done, but I've taken down videos before at people's request. live streams, that is. If I make a like a solo video and I'm talking about you, that's a whole different thing and you're on your own. But if you participate in a live stream and you say something that you really wish you hadn't have said, or you're concerned that someone else was there and said some shit that bothers you or whatever, I will take it down. But I will say this. If it becomes a habit, if it becomes a recurring thing to where like I have like 2 to 3 live streams in a row or even close to in a row, and you're like a habitual person who's like, dude, take it down, don't like it, then I'm going to tell you either next time make sure that none of that shit happens, or I don't want you on stream anymore. That's not a personal thing. That's just, it defeats the whole fucking purpose. Eventually, I plan on having multiple people on panel, especially during some of the, well, the freeform and the debate type shit. So when I have multiple people, one person who has a problem with being live streamed can fuck it up for everyone. And it just, it defeats the whole damn purpose. Hopefully you get where I'm coming from here. So I will give you the option to have me pull it from YouTube, and I will do so. I don't like it though. So I ask that you do so very sparingly, and only when it's really, really important to you. That should help you out. Some of you who really are worried and you kind of overthink, in my opinion, you overthink it. I guess that's purely subjective. It's entirely possible some shit could happen, but I think that it's so, the chances are so minuscule, and the actual things people can do are so small that who gives a shit? But that's me. So I'm trying to meet people halfway as much as possible. It's already difficult because I decided to trash all of my previous content, and that means I'm starting completely over. And that takes time. I'm not the type of person that goes like goes into chat and like constantly fucking advertises. I don't do shit like that. I've got better things. Occasionally I'll think it's funny and do like a video and tell people about it or whatever, but I'm not a constant type of person that worries about advertisement. I don't put effort and energy into it because I don't give a shit about subs and crap. I do want people though. Uh, I'm kind of looking for small, like just space chat in general. I would love it if a majority of the chat would get involved, but that probably won't happen. But I'm just kind of explaining where my mind is here. But yeah, when it comes to subs and shit, I only care insofar as it makes it easier for people to keep up with what I'm trying to get going here. We've had things like this in the past. Jason did a really great job. I popped in on his live streams every once in a while. And hell, it doesn't have to be only me, but at the moment, I mean, for me, it comes down to trust. There's not too many people that I trust to run something to where it's not going to become a shit show, because that's not what I'm interested in. If I wanted to fucking watch shit like that, then I'd fucking turn on Jerry Springer or something. Uh, it just doesn't really do much for me. I guess I've done it so much in the past that it's like fucking monotonous now. It's mundane. But yeah, I'm going on and not saying a whole lot. So, basic recap here. People have the option to pull live streams if it really bothers them. They do something that they wish they hadn't. I will be, for now, running both Discord and StreamYard live streams. There's pros and cons to both. Discord's a little bit more complicated because you need third-party software. However, it works better in turn. It can handle a lot more. You can set up debates and give people certain, what's the word, roles. that make it easy to handle people. Like, if it's a formal debate, you can set it up to where there's only two people that are actually debating. And, like, there'll be one moderator, and everyone else is auto muted from the get go, and they can only participate in actual textual chat. That is very useful, and it makes things a whole lot easier, especially when you have a large group and it becomes chaos. But there's the people worried about Discord and all the things that can happen, etc. I've never seen it personally, but I guess it's possible. StreamYard, it's very simple. You don't need any third party fucking downloaded shit or apps. You can just go to the URL and you're there. Boom. You're already I decide to let you in if I want to, and boom, you're on stream. So that's the good side to StreamYard. It just seems kind of amateurish to me, and I personally I do not plan on paying for it, so I'm not gonna go there. It's kind of a principle thing. I don't think they do enough to warrant it. But yeah, that's the big things that I wanted to go over. I am, as always, open to ideas. I've talked to Ian about a potential event that I'll run if he's available and decides he wants to do it, where he's going to be talking, or actually, I'm going to stream a thermodynamics video from Dr. Bajan. I think I pronounced that right, but I may be wrong. Names are weird. But yeah, he's kind of turned me on to Bayesian and his thoughts on thermodynamics. He's a very intelligent man and talks a little bit slow, but I don't know a lot about thermodynamics, and it's really interesting how universal the principles are. They apply to fucking everything, and that makes it, in my view, significant. That makes it alone worth the investment of learning. The applicability, it's endless. So yeah, and I planned on kind of like at first probably it'll be probably just me and Ian, but other people are welcome, and um, we'll be watching the video and kind of pausing periodically for like Ian could like explain certain things, like if I have a question or if other people have questions, I can pause and go like that, or it'll be just whenever one of us feel like talking, and kind of have a little commentary involved with it. Um, yeah, I think that would be really interesting, and I think it would be a good idea to get everyday people more interested in things like that, because it's something that not many people know a lot about, myself included, but it's very interesting and very important shit. Uh, and the sky's the limit. Like, be creative. I'm welcome to all of your ideas. Like, I floated the idea of a potential like formal spelling bee with Bianca, and I could have like a moderator basically set up the words, of course, being completely third party and not helping anyone, of course, and basically pronounce things just straight up formal fashion, and then we have to spell it out. That would be interesting, at least to me. A lot of people aren't into that, and see, that's the thing. There's so many different areas of interest, and some things will be your shit, some things won't. But I'm open to pretty much anything if I think that certain people will like it. I mean, if it's just going to be if the one person that's interested, then it kind of defeats the purpose. But I think that's very seldom the case. Usually, even if you think you're like fucking crazy or really weird, most of the time you're going to find other people who also share that interest. So, yeah, before I go on like fucking half an hour here, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I think I covered everything I wanted except for that thing that I forgot. I may have actually covered it later on. I don't know. But I'll add it in the damn description if I can think of it later. Thank you for your time.